Hi guys, it's Autumn here from It's Always Autumn, and today I'm going to show you how to give one of your photos a pop art look, like the one that you see here. The first thing that we're going to do is make sure you're in quick mode in Photoshop Elements 15 and open up the photo that you'd like to change into pop art. I'm using this picture of my daughter's favorite stuffed animal. I'm going to convert it to pop art and then print it out on iron-on paper and iron it onto a t-shirt for her as a fun way for her to just remember and enjoy her favorite stuffed animal. So the first thing that I want to do is crop it to the size I want the finished image to be. So you can hit C or grab the crop tool over here. And then since I'm putting it onto a t-shirt, I have a specific size that I want it to be. And so I can enter that in down here. I want it to be 6 inches by 8 inches. We'll see a bounding box on the photo. We can grab the corners and drag them smaller and move it around until we have it cropped just how we want it. Click the green check mark to commit that change. Okay, now we can move over to guided mode. We're going to be using one of the fun edits. If we scroll down, it's this one here called Pop Art. We click that, it brings us into the Pop Art guided edit. All of the guided edits are really easy to follow along with because here along the right hand side, they walk you step by step through what you need to do. The first thing to do here is to choose our style. You can choose this left-hand style, which is more traditional pop art. Things are black and a color. Or there's also this style on the right-hand side, which has a little bit more of a neon feel. I'm going to stick with the left-hand one. And then the next thing we do is click Convert Image Mode. This is going to take the color out of our image and just convert it to white and black. And the third step is to add color. Okay, so I like how my image is looking so far. The fourth step will be to duplicate it into 4 different colors. But there's not quite enough detail showing here for me. I'm kind of missing, it's a little bit hard to tell where the edges of the stuffed animal are. Really not enough of it has changed to black. That's because my original image didn't have quite enough contrast. So I'm going to cancel out of this guided edit and go back to quick mode and give my image a little bit more contrast. What I'm really wanting to do here is make the darks in the photo even darker. The easiest way to do that is by hitting Command L, and this brings up our levels box. There's 3 triangles down at the bottom of the box, and by moving them around, we can control the highlights or the midtones or the shadows, the dark tones in our image. So this triangle that's the darkest one over on the left, if we drag it to the right, that's going to darken up the darks in our photo. So I'm going to pull that over until everything's looking quite a bit darker. I can also then grab the white one, which controls the highlights, and drag it back the other way, and that'll brighten the highlights up a bit. Now, this image wouldn't look great if you were going to print it out as is, but it will make for a better conversion to pop art because there's so much contrast in it now. So let's click OK and go back to guided mode. Click the Pop Art Guided Edit one more time. This time, when we convert image mode, we're going to see that a lot more of it has gone to black, which gives us a lot more detail once we add the color. So I just like how this looks better. So we can continue on to the final step, which is to duplicate the image for a traditional pop art look. Okay, this is looking great. We'll hit Next down at the bottom. You can either save it as it is and get it printed, or you can do one more step if you want, just for fun. And this one I really like. So click Continue Editing in Quick. Then down on the bottom right, click Effects. Quick mode has lots of different effects that can slightly change the colors or the look of your photo just to make it a little bit more fun. One of the ones I really like to use with the pop art guided edit is this toy camera effect. If I click on it, you'll see that it just alters the tones of the photos a little bit. The red goes a little bit pink, the blue goes a little more aqua, and I like the look of this. There's a couple other ones that look really cool when you're using the pop art guided edit. You can also try this vintage effect. It gives much more muted tones and almost reminds me of a really old-fashioned comic book. The other one that's fun to try out is the light leak effect. This one gives a feeling of light kind of leaking across the photo. So you can have some fun, click through all of these different effects and see which one you like the best. For my project, I think I like the toy camera look the best. So I'll click that one more time. Okay, if you're going to just print this out to hang up on the wall, you can save and print right now. If you are going to print it onto iron-on fabric, you need to do one last step, which is to reverse it. So up here at the top, go under Image, Rotate, Flip Horizontal. That reverses your image so that you can print it out onto the iron-on paper. Thanks for watching. Make sure you visit itsalwaysautumn.com for more Photoshop Elements tips and tricks.